once. So, did I tell you the iPad orientation with the I have to film myself and stuff? Did I tell you
No.
that story? Okay. So, let's start from the beginning here. So you know how I have iPads now, school iPads.
Yeah.
So every month or so, I have during double bio, my lab period. Every month or so, I have something called an iPad orientation, which is they teach us how to use the iPad.
Once a month,
Now,
every month?
once a month, roughly every month. You know, it's like maybe it's like 3 weeks.
And what the
Um,
hell is the point of that?
Absolutely nothing, but that's besides the point. So it's been and they're librarians, so I don't have much trust for that. Like, the librarians here in my school are pretty bad, but
Okay.
because they're kind of corrupt.
What?
It's hard. It's really bad.
What is he,
But as I
politics?
was saying, no, but it's just, ugh, like all of them are so mean. So, anyways, that's completely besides the point. So they're like, okay, they're like,
Oops.
this time around, oops, sorry. This time around, they were like, okay, so we were looking at internet superstars. Justin Bieber,
Oh.
oops, the girl from Friday, and we talked about, like, how it affects, their whole life, how does, like, the internet thing affect their whole life.
You were like Captain
And,
Sparkles.
like, we had to ask, like, hey, name a couple, superstars. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna not name anybody. So,
Because you're like, if I name someone, people are gonna be like, how do you know that person? Freaking idiot.
exactly. It's like, anyway, so they never give homework. They never gave homework. Don't forget, this is not a class of any sort.
Damn.
This is not a class. It's
This is
just
just
something.
this is just
Yeah,
during your bio.
exactly. So it's just during my oopsies. It's
What
just
a
during my
pinch.
bio period, that I have to do this. So this time, with the whole superstar thing, following the theme and stuff, we, as the class, not together, individually, have to make a movie. Not a movie, not like this, 2-hour movie, but for homework, we had to create this 1 to 5 minute movie. On anything, almost anything. Obviously can't be inappropriate and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But for the most part, we could be it on anything. 1 to 5 minutes. So you make it so, okay, 1 to 5 minutes. It doesn't sound too long, sounds pretty easy. It's like, okay. At that time, when they introduced, like, the actual thing, I was pissed. Like, I was mad. Like, I don't get mad at much, but, like, that time I was pretty mad. Because I'm going through my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, why would I do it? Really? Explain to me why I would do something like this. So, I was mad as they were going through it, as I said, it wasn't hard. It's not a hard assignment, it's just something, why would I take the time to do something for a class I don't have? It's like, it doesn't exist. I'm not gonna get a grade. So, I'm like, I'm not doing it, no matter what. Even if they told me it'll take you 30 seconds to make a minute movie, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not doing it. So as they were leaving, they're like, oh yeah, we'll tell you, oh, that was really bad on my part. They tell you, we'll tell you, hey, when we're coming next, so you have the movie ready. So,
And if
I'm
you
like, okay.
don't,
And hold on, I'll get to that point. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe they'll give us a week in advance. I kid you not. Today, in 8th period, they go, hey, get ready with your iMovies, tomorrow, Thursday, March
wait,
31st.
when did they give you the assignment?
No, it's been a while. It's been like 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna say they didn't give us enough time.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay.
But yeah, they're like, get ready for, you know, make your iMovie. I obviously didn't create it. I'm sitting there 8th period, like, screw this. So I'm thinking, so I'm going through my head the possible scenarios they are going to do to me. Because I can bet you probably easily half my class did not do this. I asked my friends, like, hey, you doing this? They're like, no way. They're like, no way. And I'm like, okay, you know, fine. I won't do it then. Because if 75% of the class didn't do it, I ain't doing it. So I'm thinking, what could they do? Take away my iPad? Take it. I don't care. Pen and paper's perfectly fine for me.
Just link or not link. Download one of my videos and be like, here's a video of me playing a game.
It'll be like, okay, take it away. Then next thing you know, you take the teachers, go like, what happened to Sal's iPad? You confront them and go like, oh, you know, we had to take it away. Why? Because he didn't do this assignment for an imaginary class.
What are they gonna do?
Like, it sounds retarded, but it's true. It sounds completely and utterly retarded, but it is so true.
What's the thing that they like teach you in that class?
They teach us how to use the iPad.
But like how? What do you mean like what? What do you mean like once a month they teach you? Like what do they teach you?
They teach us how to use like we have an app called Notability where we take notes on. They teach us how to utilize that to our advantage.
So what's the difference between last month and this month?
They teach us different apps, to utilize different apps. They are teaching the generation that is glued to their phone screens how to use an iPad.
They probably don't even. They probably spent a week studying.
Exactly. I can guarantee you, we know 1,000 times more than what they do. It's oopsies. It's completely like it's annoying. And now they give us a homework assignment? No.
Who's the? Oh, it's the librarians. You said, right?
The absolute worst. Oh, I was scared of you. The absolute worst case scenario is they go, okay, you didn't do it? Alright. Science teacher, hey. And the science teacher's like, you know, I'm mad at you that you guys didn't do it. I'm penalizing you. That's the absolute worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What would happen?
Absolute worst. That's like the absolute worst case scenario. Even getting my iPad taken away isn't as bad as that. Because what are they gonna do? Steal 70% of the class's iPads?
What are they gonna do with them?
Exactly. What are you gonna do if 60% of the class doesn't do it? The only kids that are doing it in my class are the girls.
Probably because they're like, this is my time to show my movie art of me being famous.
Like no one wants to do it. Why? Why do it? It's just annoying. It's like, I'm not saying I don't have the time to do it. I'm not saying I have enough on my plate. I'm not saying any of that.
Why?
The sheer reason why I don't do it is because why? It's no grade. It's none of that. From the goodness of my heart? I am not that kind of Ooh, sorry, way too far. I'm not that kind of person that'll do something of the good of my heart.
You don't even want to play a game with that I want to play for the good of your heart.
But to librarians? Oh, that's going in right in. Right.
For the joy of my heart. Hey Pixie, how you doing?
Okay.
Magic hat trick. Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I'm obviously not gonna do it.
So, why are these librarians like corrupt?
I'm not even gonna talk about
Oops. I don't understand how a librarian can be corrupt.
it. Don't worry, just don't worry about it.
Ooh.
Come on, that was a beautiful pass.
Nah, man, you didn't tell me. I'm doing dandy. Oh, that's dandy.
But yeah, it's annoying.
Oops.
Yeah.
They're,
As
the
I said, yeah, it's no
librarians are
grade,
corrupt.
It's nothing. I get nothing for doing it, and I might get penalized for not doing it.
They're gonna be like, you guys don't know how to use the iPads.
And, you know, kids who did it, they're like, oh, it only took like 30 seconds. You know, it takes no time at all.
Yeah, but like, this is my movie of me making a movie.
like I'm like, what should, like, if I absolutely had to do it, what should I do? I'm like, okay, how to crack an egg, whatever. It takes 30 seconds, done.
That's funny.
Oh, I accidentally double jumped, I slipped. But yeah, now my dad said to me, oh, do it for the goodness of your heart. Nah, fam.
Didn't he say something about joy?
Yeah.
It gives
I
you
don't think
joy.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the situation. Obviously, I mean, I don't do things like for friggin' schoolwork for the goodness of my heart. That's what I meant by it. Not like, oh, I'm not gonna give somebody cookies. Like, no,
someone's dying on the side of the road. I don't want to do that.
No. The goodness of my heart. Like,
I'm not gonna help them.
Assignments that people want me to do
for the corruption.
For the goodness of my heart. That's what I mean about it.
It just fuels the corruption.
And if I gave the situation I'm in, he would probably yell at me for not doing the assignment that's due tomorrow.
Be like, what? It's due tomorrow. You go look points. How you supposed to get into college?
He's gonna be like, do you want to fail? I'm like, do you want to fail an imaginary class? Sure.
So I want to fail what? You know, fail the project. What project?
I agree to an I agree to an agreement. That doesn't sound right, but you get my point. I signed, I guess, this agreement that.
Oh shoot!
That, you know, restrictions for the iPad. You know, can't do this, can't do that, can't do the other thing. But there's nowhere that it says I have to do all the assignments they give me.
What assignments? Sal has a bad heart.